I'm going to go ahead and bump up to a 2. Started there, and number 3 here. And if you're in the market for a new drill, you need to watch this video following our DIY with Chris product review template.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself. Today on DIY with Chris.
How are you guys doing today? Hopefully it's a good day for you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started on this following the template. So the item that we're going to be reviewing is this Ridgid brushless compact hammer drill driver and impact driver combo kit that we just picked up from Home Depot a couple days ago. This was on a really good sale just prior to Labor Day. It seems like they're clearing out some of that stock, maybe getting ready to bring something new in. This is generally $300 or $299, and we got it for $100 off this kit. So original price $299, list price and what we purchased it for is $199 on Amazon. Some of the sellers there are offering the $199 price currently, but most of them are averaging $234 or above for this particular packet that's right here. Some other things that you can get that complements this set right here is the Ridgid portable power source. What that does is that plugs into your battery and allows you to plug in USB or other things to charge your devices or whatnot. And then the other things that I would recommend that might go very well with this are the octane batteries. So I did not get the octane version of these drills or the octane batteries. This is the brushless set, but not octane. So the octane batteries do allow for longer performance, and they can identify what type of a tool is hooked up to them, as they can give your individual tool better performance and also longer life, and you'll have longer battery life as you're using that as well. So there's a battery starter kit, which you can see on our product review here, and then so this kit comes with the 4 amp hour batteries. The battery starter kit has 6 amp hour batteries in it, 2 of them for $209, and then there's also the 9 amp hour battery by itself is $150. So the description that I have on here that you guys can see is from the Home Depot website, and it's mainly just talking about the benefits of the Ridgid brand, the lifetime service agreement, and the packet together. So a lot of the bullet points down there are talking about how both of these drills have the best in-class torque for that specific type of a drill, whether it's the impact or the hammer drill, the compact hammer drill that's there. It also points out the tri-beam LED lights, the adjustable power for those individual drills, a really good texture grip to help you have better ergonomics and fit on there so you can maintain a better grip while you're working on them. 4 amp hour lithium ion batteries for longer performance. Brushless motors, which is going to give you extended life on these drills and is going to give you a little bit more power as well. And they are compatible with the other 18-volt batteries across the Ridgid system. And then you can also register these with the lifetime service agreement through Ridgid. There's a lot of comments that go back and forth on that LSA agreement and whether it's worth it or not. So if you actually do get it to work, I think that it is extremely beneficial, and it's very much worth it because you can get free batteries. So it has a little slogan for it right here: free batteries, free parts, and free service for life, as long as it's with you, the original owner, once you do that project registration piece. So we've registered a few things already. Haven't had to try and use that, but that's the biggest complaint that I generally see from Ridgid, is them saying that they have a really good program and then having it be difficult to actually use that warranty service. The ratings for this particular set here on Amazon is 4.2 star rating from 61 reviews. I couldn't find this product that had any more reviews than that. There's multiple listings for it, but that was the one that I saw that had the highest amount of reviews for the product. So 61 reviews at 4.2 stars. But the Home Depot app or website shows a 4.8 star rating, averaged from 1,584 reviews. Again, most of those 1-star reviews are most commonly talking about problems with the warranty service and the need for product replacement on a frequent basis. A few of those are also talking about when they've dropped it, it's broken fairly easily. And then the short replacement time of anywhere from like 6 months that they have to replace it to 3 years. And then they just talk it up to a loss because that lifetime service agreement is not very favorable, and they've had very large problems using that service and actually being able to have that be beneficial for them. So most commonly what they're talking about, the problems that they run into with the lifetime service agreement and the warranty service for the Ridgid tools is that the tools, when they have to turn them in, so when you do get to turn them in, they don't give you a loaner tool while they're working or while they're doing the repairs. A lot of times those repairs will take between 6 to 8 weeks, and then, if the service place orders the wrong replacement parts to repair your tool, then that resets your timeline. So, they get the parts in, decide that it's not the right parts, and that didn't fix your tool, and now your 6 to 8 weeks restarts over again was one particular user's problem. And then more commonly, what I'm seeing is that Ridgid says that whatever it is, whatever the product is that needs to be repaired, they just say that they didn't manufacture it or that it doesn't fall under their service agreement. So there are some pretty big problems with that you need to be aware of, but there are also several really good reviews about that lifetime service agreement and the warranty as well. So I think it's just kind of hit or miss on whether you're going to fall into the side where you're having lots of issues with it or the side where it's going to be highly beneficial to you. The contents of this box we're going to go over real quick. But what is listed on the box is the R86116 brushless hammer drill, the R86037 brushless impact driver, 2 hyper lithium ion batteries that are 4 amp hour, 1 R84095 charger, 2 belt hooks with screws that you attach to the drills, an auxiliary handle for the hammer drill, 2 bits, a bag, and then the operator's manuals. So first thing that we're going to pull out is the operator's manuals here. Move that over to the side here. And then we have the contractor bag that it talks about. So the bag takes up that entire box. This is actually fairly heavy. I believe online it said it was 13 pounds. Didn't give any of the individual dimensions for it, but this whole thing was 13 pounds as listed on Amazon. As we start opening up this bag, I do like this flap opens up to the side here instead of like coming back like this, so it gives you a lot more open space to start pulling things out. So as we open this up, we can go ahead and start pulling some stuff out. We had earlier pulled out this charging station and 1 battery to start charging it. That way, when we did this demo for you guys, we could actually show it in action. So we have the 1 battery that's here, and this does come with the 2 battery kits. So that folds in real nice right there, or hooks in. This is the additional handle to go with your hammer drill. We have an additional 4 amp hour battery. Nice thing about these batteries is it does have this window right here that shows the charge. So this has a 2 bar right there for the charge, and that is straight out. We haven't touched this one at all. That's straight out of the box there. I'm going to pull out the hammer drill, the compact hammer drill here. So I'm upgrading from some Black & Decker tools. I've had my Black & Decker tools for several years now with no issues, but I can tell you there's a pretty big difference between the Black & Decker and this, just in the weight by itself, which generally in my mind would in most cases usually means that it's a little bit better quality, more durable, built better. So it definitely is heavier than the other ones. And also in comparison to a lot of my corded drills, this is also a little bit heavier, and that doesn't even have the battery on it yet. So if we throw one of the batteries on here, that's a pretty substantial drill. That's a fair amount of weight there. So you just have to keep that in mind if you're going to be using these for a long time. Really nice features about this is that gauge, the battery gauge that's on here. You do have a light on this hammer drill on the base here that shines up, so it doesn't have any on the barrel here, but there is a light down here to illuminate the area that you're actually looking for. It does have these micro adjustments here for your power that you're going to be driving. The first setting for power levels 1 and 2. You can adjust there. It also has right here on the side these options of drilling, driving, and then the hammer option there. So lots of options for adjustments. On the back here we have the drill bit that came with it. And on the side we haven't pulled them out yet, but this is where the belt clip is going to go. So lots of options on this compact hammer drill. I'm very impressed with it so far, and we'll have to look into the setup for the handle here. And then we also have the impact driver that is right here. I really enjoy impact drivers whenever we're doing like decking and stuff, which we've been doing quite a bit lately in other projects that are like that. So very nice item, very good tool to have. I really like these. Some features to point out are the 3 lights here on the barrel, so it directly illuminates the exact thing that you're pointing at. That is a little bit better, in my opinion, than the light on the base that is shining up, especially if your hands are getting in the way. If I'm wearing some thicker gloves, it may block some of that light. So that is a good placement for that, I believe. Up here we have some different power options. We have a 1, 2, and a 3 for that power. You have the switch. Ambidextrous goes on both sides. Then we have 1 trigger up here. So if I press the trigger, this light will come on and it will stay on for a little bit. So that is a really good feature. And if after a while of the tool not being used, it will turn off right there. So I do really actually enjoy that feature. That way I can just tap that trigger, it'll turn it on. That is a nice feature there. Again, the drill bit is back here, and another belt loop clip that we need to install there. And then the batteries have, in order to take them out, if you just press one of them, it will not come out. You do have to press both of these tabs here on the sides. So both sides, you have to press them both at the same time in order to release that battery from the unit itself. You should be able to see we have this primary trigger up here, and then we also have another trigger right here at the base of the handle. If you press that trigger, it will turn on the lights. So I don't even have to tap that top one. If I just press and hold, or if I just tap it, it will turn on the light, and that'll allow me to see what's going on, look at how I'm working with the project, line everything up before we start driving. That is it for the bag. And then it just has this hardware pieces. So the items that come in this hardware bag are this piece for the hammer drill, to connect the hammer drill handle. You just screw that into the handle, you can go a ways. And when you're getting a little bit closer here, you might have to back off if you screw it in, if you tightened it too much. There's these front 2 gray brackets. That is what your handle is going to screw into. So once you line that up, keep on turning your handle to tighten it. And then you can just keep on tightening your handle until it's where you want it to be. Then I can have my secondary handle secured and in place, ready to go there. And then we just need to install these belt clips. So once we have it here, you have this top little bracket that just folds in right like that, and then we can feed this little screw into the place, and then we'll go ahead and screw that in. Make sure you don't tighten it too much and strip it, but there we go. We have that belt loop clip. We have the clip in place. Go ahead and hold that there, and without the table in the way, that stores real nice, just like that. So here we have the charging station. It is a pretty bulky unit here, and it does have lights that are on it. So we have it plugged in right now, but we don't have any batteries on it, so it's blinking. The power light is blinking there to let us know that we do have power associated with it. If it's charging full, then you'll be able to see that indicator on the battery itself, and then there's also these other indicators that are right here on top to let you know if something is off with your battery. So this one still needs a little bit of charging. We'll go ahead and plug it in there, and you'll see on this side now we have a blinking charging light that says we're good to go here. And then you also see on the battery itself, it is blinking for the next power bar level there. When it is full, then you'll have a solid light over here, and all of your lights will be solid there. Some other research about the Ridgid batteries is that they can be extremely sensitive, and so if they get too hot, then people will have to cool them off. Some people are throwing them in the freezer to get them cooled off so that they can continue working. So if you're going to have that in mind, probably want to have additional batteries, or maybe you want to look for a different brand. So a lot of people like some other additional brands. I do like this one. The ergonomics are fairly good for these drills, so I do appreciate that piece. And again, if the lifetime service agreement, the LSA agreement, does actually work for you, then that is highly beneficial, because there are a lot of things that they do cover under that warranty if something does go wrong with your tool. So some things to keep in mind there. Hopefully this video was beneficial to you, and that you got some information out of it that you may not have had otherwise, and that it was helpful for you if you're actually looking to purchase these or a different type of a drill in comparison to something else. So I can tell you these are definitely much better than entry-level drills, whether that be the Hart, Black & Decker, some of those other ones that are just entry-level stuff. So definitely much better than those, and that price will reflect that. But overall, still has a lot of competition in those higher level, like DeWalt, Bosch, Ridgid, Milwaukee, and a few other brands like that. So keep that in mind when you're doing your research. Okay, so we hooked up our bit here to drive through these railroad posts. We want to stake them in, and this is something that the Black & Decker drill and even some of our corded hammer drills weren't able to handle at all. So we'll go ahead and make sure that that bit is locked into place. I have it on the drill setting, and I have it on the first power setting all the way down at number 1. And we'll go ahead and feed it through here. And that is all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and bump up to a 2. Started there, and number 3 here. And let me know if you have any questions about this drill set or anything, and I will do my best to answer them. If somebody else has experience with these drills and somebody's asked a question that I haven't got to yet, please feel free to leave your input in there. The whole purpose of these videos is just to help other people out so they don't make horrible purchases or whatnot. Help them out so they can make the best informed decision they can before purchasing something. But from my initial experience with these, not having this particular set before, I would probably get it again or recommend this to somebody else at this time. Thanks, and have a great day.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself. Today on DIY with Chris.